back. And we're back.
Oh, hey. What's
All
up?
right, we are still with Jesus.
Wow.
Whoever we are.
Wow.
All right, cut, Boop.
Yeah, try that
we're
again.
back.
No, I want to keep the one
Yeah,
where you
put that
forgot
in.
our names in. Let's keep that.
Shut up.
Kyle
We're
Rigsby,
keep
J.
it
Ray
in.
Hegley.
We're with the guys still. Hate you guys.
Yeah,
We can't
we're
call
with
ourselves
these guys.
Yeah, we can't call
Yeah.
ourselves the Super Beard Bros because someone already has that on YouTube.
We're
Yeah,
still with
that's
Lance
true.
Love
and
that
Waylon.
channel.
Lance and Waylon. Oh.
Hey,
Yeah, that works.
Not wrong.
I guess.
you're not incorrect.
You know how many times I called Melissa Sarah by accident?
I
It's
still
like,
call her Sarah, and I've known her for like
Son of a
4
bitch.
years.
It's bad. Like, when you're on that side of the camera
Yeah.
and not this side, it's kind of weird. It's like, all right, well, Sarah, no, Melissa.
Hey, girl.
Who are you again?
People, get on set.
Lady, get here.
Yeah. So, we got more questions. This one is from Shay.
Shay Carl?
No,
Oh,
I'm not gonna say.
I don't want to answer it then.
I don't. Is he still a YouTube?
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
Jesus,
Michael Che?
Shay Carl.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, doesn't matter. What circumstance is it all right to kill a player? What are some good alternatives and bad reasons for killing them?
It's never okay to kill a character.
If
no,
it's-
I mean, if they're doing something dumb,
Yeah, it's not killing a character. It's letting a character know that they're walking into a bad situation. Like, if you're a DM whose goal is to kill a character, go watch the last fucking episode. Don't be against your characters. But if your characters that you're DMing for are walking into a cave full of spiders that are bigger than them, and you warn them and they see the signs that say beware spiders who will eat your face off, and then they just decide to stroll on in, they might die.
Well, so I don't think that's what the question is sort of asking. I think the question is more of like
as a punitive measure.
they're going into a cave. They know they might die.
Yeah.
That's different from killing a DM killing a character and the character killing themselves, basically, because that's what that would be. It's like, oh, they know not to go there. They're gonna get killed.
Well, but that's just like saying, well, I've never actively tried to kill a character who is in my campaign. Plenty of characters have
Neither have I.
died, except for Kurt. Except for Kurt. I named him from the last episode where we didn't name who the producer was, except for Kurt. But other than that, like, Justin died a lot in all the campaigns that I have ran.
But that's him getting himself killed. You didn't kill him.
Well, see, but if you go towards like let's say it's during a boss battle. During a boss battle, if you're fighting the big bad evil guy.
Oh, you're gonna kill. Like if
People
if you
might
roll,
get killed.
That's okay. So again, that's different. If you, as the DM, know you have a level 20 character that you're about to put up against level 2s and 3s, you're gonna kill someone.
Yeah.
Like there's no ifs, ands, or doubts. You're gonna kill someone. That's never a good thing. Never ever do that. Like you can, and if you do, if it's part of your script in your head of how your campaign is running, that those characters have to meet the boss first to initiate the feud or whatever is going on.
Okay.
I think you pull your punches.
Oh, absolutely.
As the DM, you can roll a fucking 1 in your hat or in your barrel, and it's like, oh, I rolled a 1. They don't know that. You got hit.
Yeah, so one of the coolest parts about being a DM is you're totally allowed to fudge your numbers.
Yeah.
One of the least cool parts about it being a shitty DM is to fudge your numbers in your favor.
Yeah. You fudge the numbers to the party, not to you, unless it has to do specifically with the campaign.
What was
how it's supposed to be. Like with the campaign that I ran that you killed the old lady and Justin wore the mask.
Yeah.
Right?
I forgot about that part.
And it wasn't a mask, it was somebody's face.
Yeah.
So I rolled when you guys all fought the main boss. You guys fought the main boss day 2 of the campaign.
Real early.
And that's what started the feud. I pulled all those punches. I basically rolled. I made myself remember. It's like if it's over a 5, drop it down to a 5. If it's under 3, let it go. Just don't change it.
Okay.
It's one of those things that's like pull your punches to help the party. Don't pull the punches when it's a straight up fight. If you know that your party can straight up go head to head with that boss or with that foe, don't pull your punches, because it's a straight up fight. You're a level 5, it's a level 5. I'm not going to pull punches.
Yeah, if something
I'm not going
bad happens, that
Yeah.
sucks. Will you read the way that question was worded again, unless you had something about to say?
Well, I was going to say that's a good tool for, if you're new to DMing and you realize, oh, I greatly overestimated the player's
Because
ability.
everybody does that the first time they DM.
Oh,
They're like, they could kill 3 dire rats and then everyone's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, you realize like part of the way through the combat that you're like, oh yeah,
I'm about to kill halfway through the combat, you should realize you're gonna kill someone or you're not gonna kill someone.
Yeah.
That's when you should realize it's like, okay, I need to pull my punches a little bit. But the question specifically says, what circumstance is it all right to kill a player? And what are some good alternatives?
Okay, so the way that's worded, it sounds like he's using killing as a form of punishment, so don't do that. You shouldn't kill players as
Actually,
punishment.
the way it's phrased is he's gonna kill the person who's actually playing, which is never okay to do.
Don't kill your
That's
players.
If
That's
anything,
murder.
kill the character, but not
it's
a
'cause he
real
asked-
person. That's murder.
It's because he asked for alternatives. That's what makes me think that it sounds like he's doing this more as a punishment thing. Don't kill your characters for punishment.
For punishment, don't kill your characters for punishment. Good alternatives is anything. Bad luck, negatives. He tripped and fell and, hey, he's unconscious.
And
Because the DM telling a player is unconscious, you don't have to take any hit points on that. You can the DM just is like, hey, you're unconscious. You sit out for this round.
I can't think of any reason I've ever had to kill a character for punishment except when they don't show up to campaigns.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah, don't be a jerk. I really hope that wasn't for punishment, whoever wrote that question. Be nice.
Ooh, how do you feel about homebrews?
That's all we play.
Yeah, that's
If you mean homebrew characters, I'm a little bit more on the fence because usually people who make homebrew characters are trying to min-max without anyone noticing.
Homebrew characters and items.
Homebrew items can be fun. There's a dude on Reddit. Let's bring up Reddit again. There's a guy on Reddit who
What's Reddit?
makes fantasy. There's a guy on Reddit who makes fantasy items that crack me up, and I save them on my phone every time I can find one of them. I'm just going to read the description of the last one for you. Because if they are well made, hell yeah, homebrew items are fun. This dude, I'm not even going to look it up because I remember. He had a Pac-Man sword. It was called the Sword of Pac. And it was a long blade where the hilt looked like Pac-Man's mouth. And it had a +3 against ghosts. Perfectly makes sense for a Pac-Man sword, right? But the problem was when you unsheathed it, it made a very low sound of waka 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 waka. Brilliant item, because it's not broken, and everything that it does can fit inside this little fantasy realm. He's not making Pac-Man ghosts appear and shit. It's just a funny...
It's almost a negative, too, because if he wants to unsheath it secretly, it's like...
There's a negative.
Wagga, wagga, wagga.
For homebrews, basically, as long as you don't go, well, that's broken the moment you see it, you're okay.
It's all about balancing the item or the class or whatever it is. Like, if you've got, a bonus to this, you need to have a negative somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like, and I say that when you're looking at 5th edition and you have nothing but bonuses. But the idea stands, it needs to be balanced along with, the regular classes, or if someone's just playing, something regular out of the book.
Yeah.
You can't build something that's just going to blow them out of the water completely.
Yeah. Well, because 5e doesn't have negatives, but you also don't have any characters that have wish at the second level.
But you could also,
don't have
by
anyone.
negative, you could be like, hey, so I know, because the DM normally sees all the stats for any item that you have or anything on your character to a degree, of course. Mm-hmm. What I normally do is at the beginning of the night, I ask for everybody's AC. I ask for everybody's HP. Sometimes I'll ask for HP. Most of the time I won't, because I want to
I think those are valid. That's not anything that's like, surprised. I don't trust you.
No, but
Dragon.
Jesus.
Yep.
But it's one of those things. It's like you should know as the DM what your players have, and if you don't remember, that's your own fault.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, okay, Rigsby has this powerful sword. It has this. It adds this much damage, and it has this much bonus to it. What can I bring to the table to match that, or at least put up a good fight against it?
Yeah.
Another question, because that relays into this. What is your advice for new players looking for a good D&D group, and he had a bad experience a little bit back and wanted to give it another shot?
That's what I'm talking about. He had one of those bad experiences with a DM that was like, you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
All of us, I don't know if any of us could have super great advice because you guys were all friends and I literally just inserted myself into a good group.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's just insert yourself into some group.
Yeah.
If you see people playing
FLG or not FLGS, but
your friendly local game store.
For the local guys here in Jacksonville, FLGS run great campaigns. There's always great people up there. They have more advice for anybody that's trying to get into D&D too.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
if you live in a small town or you don't have anyone around that plays stuff
online,
Discord, Reddit, Roll20, it's not hard to find a group. You just have to be willing to deal with a couple crappy groups. I don't know if I would recommend first-time players necessarily start on Discord.
What I would say is be open-minded about playing.
Also, take advantage of times when you're allowed to do the thing you want to do. I know that sounds weird. On your birthday, get what do they call? Get a module.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's my birthday. You get your friends to play it with you that one day. Maybe one or two of them will like it. And at the very worst, you got to play D&D for that one day, and now you know a little bit more of the rules.
That's actually a lot. I mean, it wasn't a module, but that's how I got into playing D&D. That's how Rigsby got into playing D&D. Who was it? Jeff and Posey brought D&D into not just those two, but like a combination of one of them, both of them, and then a couple other people. Basically, D&D spread like a wildfire with this group to where almost everybody in our group plays now.
And this shit has only been hip for like 6 years. Like prior to 6 or 7 years ago, we were the nerdiest of the nerds. Like you could look at a bunch of dudes holding lightsabers wearing Jedi robes and they'd be like, yeah, but we don't play D&D. And now the joke kind of goes, yeah, but we don't dress up when we play D&D.
Yeah.
We like LARPers. LARPers are cool. That's just a joke.
I mean, if anything, a lot of game stores will sometimes have postings of groups that are looking for people to play. Or, just ask like the management, like, hey, do you have any like groups that come in here on the regular?
That's the useful part about nerdy stuff being hip for at least the next 4 or 5 more years. Here's where you can find out how to do it. So when people quit liking superheroes and Dungeons and Dragons and all this shit and it goes out of being cool again, we'll still have our core groups of people who still like all the stuff we've liked since we were kids.
Here's another good one. Tieflings and Dragonborn. Are they broken?
I don't know enough about either of them to answer that.
If you're looking at it as these are broken, it's only because you're not using the other races right.
Someone in the comments said that all of our favorite races are boring, and I have no problem with that. Like, I play as humans and elves almost exclusively.
If you said that, I really want to see some characters.
No, he gave examples.
Oh, did he?
He was like, you didn't use, like, crazy wizards and goofy extra player handbook races that are, like... I didn't know anything he was talking about, but at the same time, my favorite character of all time was a human monk. Like, Bork was amazing. Like, my current character's a human barbarian. I love Karath. He's so much fun. I don't know that I've ever played anything beyond core rulebook races.
Yeah.
I have.
You're currently playing one, yeah.
Yeah.
Puzzles. We haven't talked about puzzles or pitfalls or anything like that.
I wish more people would use stuff that wasn't just fights. And admittedly, it's super hard to do. That's why you don't see a whole lot of puzzles. It's hard to come up with puzzles.
But the simplistic puzzles are the ones that I'm pretty sure I popped a lot on that.
Whatever.
But the simplistic puzzles, if you put the shell game, how many times have I used the shell game?
You have actually used the shell game a couple
times in the campaign, right? In a campaign.
That's funny. I never noticed that.
It's like, hey, you choose this, you're gonna die. You choose this one, you're gonna die. You choose this one, it's the right one. I'm gonna mix it up. All right. I don't even know which one it is. Good luck.
Yeah, that is something like I guess we really don't see a whole lot.
Because all of our stuff is homebrew campaigns, so none of us want to sit down and come up with a puzzle.
Well, I mean, so it's the simplistic puzzles are the ones where it's like, oh, this is different. I like this. Because like mine have literally been like, okay, you pull this lever, it works. You pull this lever, it maybe works. You pull this one, you're going to open up a monster.
Snakes fall out of the ceiling.
Puzzles don't have to be intricate. Now I've built intricate puzzles, and Justin has built intricate puzzles for his campaigns. But again, puzzles don't have to be intricate. They can be simplistic. Hey, here's one button. You have to press and hold it and see if you can get underneath the door before it shuts. That's still a puzzle, you know?
Yeah. There is such a thing as making a puzzle too intricate.
Oh yeah.
Because like you can make something incredibly complex and then just nobody solves it.
Nobody knows how it works.
It's like, I guess y'all are just going to die in this room.
When the puzzle is so intricate that the DM has to think about how he made it, it's like, hey, all right, did I get it right? And he's over there like, yes.
So I guess the answer is puzzles are awesome, but in homebrew campaigns, no one ever wants to come up with them.
Yeah.
I will say, coming back to a previous question, if you don't want to kill a player who's being a real dick,
give him a hard puzzle.
No.
Make him the puzzle.
Make him run into a trap.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because it's most likely not going to kill them. But from then on, they're going to realize, oh, should I open this chest? Last time I got fire in my face. Yeah. But yeah, that is something I would like to see more is, traps. Because like, I can't remember the last time we had a trap in one of our campaigns.
Yeah, wow.
Just like an arrow out of nowhere.
Were there any? Have there been any traps in the We Play?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Was there?
Chaz ran into some traps.
No, Chaz just almost drowned in a lake for no reason. That wasn't a trap.
I'd have to go back. Hey, there you go, guys. In the comments below.
Yeah, did we have any traps?
Because
we don't remember.
Yeah.
And if you know of any traps, put the episode and the minute marker.
There will be no prize.
It is true,
Maybe there'll be a prize.
A lake is really just the lowest form of trap.
Maybe there'll be a prize.
Possibly a prize. Who knows?
We got some T-shirts. And
we got
cool
some stickers.
Out there, so.
Got some coasters.
Yeah. Maybe
we got kisses.
That's kind of hard to give kisses out to people.
Here's one for everybody.
Yeah, there it is.
That's your prize.
It's your preemptive prize.
Was that kiss good for the episode right there?
I don't know, man. It's kind of steamy up in here now.
Sealed with a kiss, this episode is.